This battle is about to explode.
Ironically funny because the explosion will be a lot more of a like a little pop by comparison because EVO did release their registration numbers very recently, and it's not a good look on the surface at least. Because if you take a look already, and if you follow EVO to an extent, um, it's quite the change, and it's for the worse, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go through it real fast, through the numbers and everything, and then let's see. So starting from the bottom up, we have Virtual Fighter 5 Revo World Stage at 112, Under Night in Birth, 2 Sis Celeste 213, Blaze Blue Central Fiction 248, Vampire Savior 259, Invisible Verses with 403, Fatal Fury sitting at number 7, City of the Wolves 443, Grand Blue number 6 versus Rising 446. Number 5 is Guilty Gear Strive with 912, so almost 1,000 there, which is still pretty good all things considered, seeing that the game is that old. This Guilty Gear is that old. But Rivals of Aether too. That's like one of the surprising ones. It's little over 1,000, 1,022 in fact, beating a game like Guilty Gear and such. So actually kind of surprising, right, for this time. Number 3 is 2XKO taking the number 3 spot at 1080, 1080. Tekken 8, once again, I believe or once again, it is sitting at number 2 on the spot, 1,354. And then we have Street Fighter sitting at number 1 once again, with 2,414 players registered. So this is the final number, right? We are just a couple weeks away. If no, actually, less than 2 weeks, but a little over a week before the actual EVO starts. And yeah, so there's been a lot of talk around the town, and if you even compare the numbers from last year, right? I mean, yes, there are less games, but still, if you look at just Street Fighter alone, right, at number 1, right, from last year, 4,228. That's pretty much like almost half, So that's like for Street Fighter alone, it is quite the drop. You know what I mean? Almost 50%. So somebody already did the math here. So you can definitely see like the sort of the individual decreases. So Under Night is 61% decrease, Grand Blue 50% decrease, Strive is 40% decrease, City of the Wolves 71% decrease, but that's kind of SNK because it's pretty still kind of niche. Tekken 8 sitting almost at 50% was 46% decrease, and then Street Fighter 6 not too far behind from that, with a 43% decrease. Yeah, it's quite significant, I think somebody else did the math overall, and it comes out to be like about 30%, if not mistaken. Roughly, let's just say roughly 30 to 40% overall. So I don't know how you ever look at it. It's a pretty significant drop. What do you think of it, Zawa, man? You can go ahead.
So like on the little hot seat. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, the numbers ain't looking good, and then even though the numbers are good, there's so many other factors of why the numbers are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vegas number 1
Mm-hmm.
and milking the shit out of this.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
And if I can remember, he said like something along the lines that if it's gonna cost you like 350, 450, it may or may not be worth it,
Mm-hmm.
because there'll be other events that's cheaper.
Yeah.
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 And also because the numbers they drop, again, factors. Some people don't want to give give money to the current owner of EVO
Yeah. The whole
and the
yeah.
political climate, I guess you can say,
Yes.
that's attached with it.
Attached with it. Yep. Right. There definitely is a lot of variables as to why.
Yep.
It's all
And then
here. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah. Go on.
and then like with one of the artists I follow, we met her because she has her booth.
Mm.
She's going, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, she's sad that the numbers are low, but she's also seen it as a good sign for her, so she can interact more with everybody and do more uh side events, like
Mm-hmm.
2xko side tournaments and stuff. So
Yes.
there is some light for some people.
Mm-hmm. Oh
With
yeah.
that saying, unfortunately, I ain't going to Evo this year.
Yeah.
Sorry, personal
Yes.
reasons.
Yes. We have we have our reasons as to why we are not going. Yeah. But it's basically just flat out expensive this time around.
Hmm.
The value proposition is just not as strong, right? With Vegas being a huge factor, and just like everything else that's relating to Evo, and then I think the whole the sort of ownership like you've mentioned is just like the cherry on the top of the shitty sundae. You know what I mean? If like okay, so if there was said ownership by who or where, um,
Yeah,
but everything the prices were still fair, then I think everyone would have just like bat an eye on it and then still go because like it's still reasonable, right?
yeah,
Theoretically, it's just that oh well, your money is going to this thing, but it's like okay, I mean, you know what I mean? It's just something we would have to kind of like deal with, just like how we're dealing with the fact that oh we buy shit on Amazon, so Amazon is this sort of company, blah blah blah, like but it people want to buy shit, so I was like all right, I get it, but like yeah, um there's so much that has gone awry. Well, maybe that's a pretty extreme word, but like everything, there's so much stuff that has not gone into Evo's favor, let's just put it that way, on top of the fact that
yeah,
yeah, these this party owns Evo, right? But it's just as expensive, right? And then people just came back from Japan, right? The Evo Japan event. And if you look at
yeah,
their numbers, it's like way the fuck higher, with Street Fighter 6 sitting at 7,600 or 7,166, excuse me. And on top of the fact that it is, well, Japan, right? The value proposition there is way worth it because you get to tour around Japan while at that if you want to. Like once you're done with Evo, you just do what the fuck you want in Japan. The food, right? The things that you can do there, right? It's Japan. There's a lot of tourists for a reason. Vegas though, like it's not there anymore. Like the Vegas that we sort of grew up with is now gone, or at least as of this moment. That
yeah,
they've been sort of like trying to really like nickel and dime everything, including the parking fee and everything. They've built a
yeah,
lot of things like the Sphere and all the stadium and like a lot of things, and then not to mention the venue itself, right, which is the Las Vegas Convention Center, right, where it's not at a hotel anymore. That's I think also I believe also a huge factor as to why it's so goddamn expensive now. So
yeah,
not only the ticket expensive, but Vegas itself is just to the point where the value is just not really there. So and then even on top of that too, flying is getting expensive as hell right now because
yeah,
the surcharge and like the fuel surcharge mostly it's just fucking expensive, man. So people I can imagine who would travel from Australia are gonna have it really bad, and such other places are gonna have it really bad. So it all really adds up. When you look into Evo and all the other stuff, you can't one can't be like completely surprised, but I mean it is still like shocking to an extent, yes. But yeah,
Yep.
once you look into what else is going on, it's like okay, yeah, you know, yeah. And you have to, and then let's not forget that Evo is trying to expand globally. So
Yep.
if people are gonna have their own little Evos, then it's like why, you know what I mean? Like it's really spreading thin at this point. And maybe perhaps going to Evo Japan might be the next best thing, honestly.
Mm.
So probably maybe like Japan is going to be the new home for Evo theoretically. A lot of people have been saying,
Theoretically.
yeah, a lot of people have been saying like, um, you know, it should leave Las Vegas, right? There's been some few suggestions, although some people brought up on New York and L.A., which is like, no, you don't want to do that because they're
No.
both super fucking expensive, and there's shit to do when Evo is done because everything is closed like past midnight or whatever. So it's not like Vegas where everything is 24 hours, right? You can literally just like do stuff all night, you know, whereas LA is not so much. And I don't think New York is like that either, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I know LA is lame when it comes to that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it goes to Cali,
Yeah.
like if Evo goes to Cali, I ain't going to Evo. I'm going to go to Knox Farm, fucking Disneyland, Universal.
All the
Yeah,
yeah yeah
I'm gonna do those shit because
yeah.
at
Go to
least I
Hollywood.
know
Yeah.
where my money's gonna be, kind of worthwhile,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Exactly. Yeah. There's just other things to
Because
do. Yeah. Exactly.
the money I would spend at like Disneyland pretty much would be like in my because I'm a Disney adult. Sorry,
Yeah.
I know some people hate that fucking word. The money I'll spend in Disneyland will be 10 times more worth it than just paying for the damn Evo ticket if it was at
Mm-hmm.
California.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
Because on a technicality, the Evo ticket is pretty much a day and a half at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Like you buy the ticket and then you buy like the fast pass and then
Yeah.
there's your Evo ticket. La
Wow.
di da. See?
Wow. Jesus Christ. That's crazy though, man. Because like it's not. Well, I mean, okay. So, I mean, yes, granted. I mean, it's all what 3 days, right? For Evo, and you can
Yeah.
go there all weekend and such. Granted, but still, when you compare it to years ago, it's still like
Oh yeah.
way cheaper, way cheaper.
Excuse me.
Now, even if yes, Sunday is closed off during that time, yeah, during those days, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
but it's still significantly cheaper, even at that. Even if we cut off Sunday for this case, I think it's still fucking expensive as hell. You know, it's just it really boils down to it being expensive, and then all the other stuff that we just talked about. It is pretty sad to see that this is what's happening. That's the result because
Yep.
a lot of things, you know. And there are factors that are out of their control in a way because Las Vegas is Las Vegas. Could they go to a different venue? Well, seeing that, I mean, this time, well, at least for this time, this seems smaller. But like, if we were to have even like these numbers again, like from last year, and then go to a hotel venue, then I think it's gonna be packed.
Yeah.
It's gonna be super fucking packed. So
It'll be
that
packed and then it's also like which hotel will actually house the event
exactly,
or willing to.
yeah, exactly. There is a
Oh, so
state.
it is at the convention.
Oh, is that the convention? Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, there has been a statement. I mean, I didn't really read it, but it doesn't really change the
Mhm.
fact that yeah, like the numbers are low and like can't wait to see everyone in Vegas in just a short few weeks. When biggest fighting game event returns to in America returns to the Las Vegas Convention Center from June 26th to 28th. Although it's earlier than you. Yeah, that's probably like another factor is that it's in June rather than like July or even August. Remember, and when it's so funny, and that's funny because remember Las Vegas declared Evo Day on like on what was it, like August 6th or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's even more awkward because like, you know, you declare this day, you got the key to the city and everything as like a commemoration or honor and stuff, and then you just move the event
Yeah.
to June. It's like, okay, like, oh.
Like, and we're done.
Yeah. Although it's earlier than usual this year, 26 is shaping up to potentially be our most action-packed event to date. Okay.
Liars.
Yeah, that's
Hoax.
that's a very PR thing to say in this situation. Yeah, and then they just say this. It says we know June didn't prove ideal for your annual travel plans, and that mix up into 26's rising travel costs hasn't let us come together for this year's great new games and balance patches as easily as we would like. Despite that, we doubled down on the incredible show for everyone meeting up in the brackets at the Las Vegas Convention Center. See you at EVO 2026. So yeah, that's actually really funny that was said in the statement like that. But yeah, I mean, EVO is too expensive for given the economy, losing prestige because there's too many EVO events, political ties to Saudi, yes, World Cup too, at that as well. That's another thing too. It's like on top of that and on top of everything else, like Jesus. Oh yeah, and then people put up their like screenshots of like how much they paid like years ago. So this is 23, and there's like what, like couple, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 games registered, all that stuff. $132. Okay, I mean, by comparison, yeah, that's pretty low. It's like half the price. And then, yeah, no, oh yeah, Viscant has something to say. It says not to pile on, but the cost is the reason I'm out. I did the math, and realistically, between flight, hotel, food, and entries, Evo is a $1,500 trip, not counting the PTO I have to take. All that other stuff. Yeah, it's like it's just expensive this time around. I think it's just that's just simple, right? As simple as that. I guess, yeah, I guess if you add it up, it is just below 9,000 entries, and then whereas last year was 12,263. So yeah, a 3,000 player loss. So that sounds pretty significant, right? And it sucks because yeah, this is the debut of 2XKO, and of course, Invincible Versus. Invincible Versus could have seen definitely better numbers if it weren't for these factors, right? Very unfortunate timing on that. Oh yeah, Chris CCH saying, "Oh yeah, this is the first EVO I will not be attending since I've started competing seriously." Looks like I'm not alone. Yeah, a lot of people are not going. Yeah, let's say that much. This is a French person. It says this is translated, mind you. It says people are sensationalizing it like it's like the usual, but it's not EVO. That's less appealing. It's the US slash the cost, the visa hassle. Yeah, so like I said, it's multiple reasons. Traveling right now is expensive as hell. So also that's like a huge factor as well. TLDR, mass appeal is dead. They would rather cater to those who spend the most. Yeah. That's kind of what it sounds like with Vegas right now, man. I mean, they rather just focus on like the people who have money versus the middle class and everyone else, you know?
Because I remember, like, what was it, 3 years ago? Vegas was like, or Nevada, posted that article saying that, younger generations don't want to come to Vegas anymore and gamble. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we have no fucking money to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I'm sorry, I don't have like a spare $5,000 to just pump into the machine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't have a five grand spare to just book one night at a hotel room and pay for the parking.
Yeah. That's yeah, on top of everything else. Next Evo buyout gonna be for $20 and a McChicken at this rate. A McChicken. Jesus, ouch. Oh yeah, so someone else did the math and by comparison with a combo breaker and Evo, right? Yeah. So last year was 4,215 for combo breaker, whereas Evo had 8,613, which is a 4,398 player difference. Whereas this year, Combo Breaker has 4840. Evo has 5774, which is now a 934 player difference. Combo Breaker went up by 15%. Evo went down by 33%. There you go. 33%. Yeah. I think we had to talk about that when Evo was first bought out by the Saudi Arabian party, and I think we all were kind of like embracing the loss that was coming in, because like well yeah, later on, like you and I, you know, were saying like we're likely not going because other people are not going, so it's like yeah. And it's just now it's yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy fucking expensive, man. I think a lot of people are sitting this out, you know, just to simply put it. The appeal is not there. But it is it the end of is it end of it all? I wouldn't put it that far for right now, but it is something to think about, right? When it comes to Evo itself. Like if Vegas continues to be that expensive and all the other factors and such, yeah, I think that is the first stepping stone, if anything, for what could be the end of Evo Vegas. You know, I don't want to sound again. I don't want to sound like I'm doom posting or whatever. But like, if this keeps up, though, you know, then yeah, like that's the end of it. And people rather go to Japan and other probably such other places by then, when Evo you know, since Evo is going global and all that shit. Then it's definitely not a really good look on the Vegas side of things, really. And Vegas, I think even Vegas like acknowledged that Evo does help with the numbers, because that's like a easy 7,000 10,000 people coming in around that time. So it's like, yeah, that does help out Vegas during that weekend, and they know it, and that's why they gave the key to Rick, you know, the guy behind Evo right now. And the key, or the not only the key, but also they declared Evo Day, right? Like, again, it is significant to an extent if you think about it. Now, yeah, it's at least right now it's not looking not a good look, not a good look on the surface. But when it comes to the deeper end of things, who knows? We can only wait and see, and time can only tell. Gonna be interesting to see, to say the least, of where it goes. I mean, hopefully things get cheaper, but I doubt that. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. Yeah, I think gas still gonna be expensive enough by then, where probably even next year, the traveling and all that stuff is still not enough to bring back those people, right? And probably by that time, you know, Vegas, or the Evo Vegas will be appealing again, quote unquote. The numbers are going to be lower by then, because you know all these games are old or whatever, and such. And again, who knows if if the price is going to go down, right? I mean, let me say this: for those who are going, I hope you can make the best time that you have, right? Make the best of it. Stay safe, of course. It is Vegas, you know. And yeah, just like try to make the most out of it, right? You are paying way more, so you definitely want to make the most out of it. And hopefully, this Evo will be something, right, to be behold. You know, you maybe make new friends or whatever it is. You're able to interact with the community, right? I hope for a good time. That I will definitely say for the people who are going. I don't want to be like fucking, oh, you're going to Evo this year? Ha ha ha, you want a joke? You're going to the worst Evo, you know, in the 2020s or whatever. Like, no, man. Have a good time, you know? But meanwhile, I'll be by then, funny enough, we'll be spending my vacation, probably just at home and staycation, all that stuff, and life will go on.